walk in, hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. It is Freestyle Friday, which is me, different variety of topics. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Hakeem Jordan, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Living a dream.
Feeling good, feeling great. Friday is here, so it's time to party. The weekend is here, so let's go and let's get it. It's Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday, man. Friday is very lovely. I love Friday. It's the weekend. I finally got the weekend off. I get to relax and enjoy myself. But that being said, Jordan, what's going on in the sports world? What's happening over there?
Well, today that the Summer Olympics starts. The ceremony starts today, and it's time for all around the world of who is the best of the best in their specific countries. So, as you guys know, you have gymnastics. That means when it comes to gymnastics, all eyes on Simone Biles. Hopefully, she takes all the gold. You got the women's basketball team. You got the women's 3-on-3 basketball teams. You got beach volleyball. The U.S. men's team, hopefully they could take gold. You got track and field. Shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. And like I said, it starts today all over the world. From the U.S., from Japan, China, UK, France, Germany. I believe it's like 200 countries who are in. Yep, about 200 countries are participating in the Summer Olympics with all type of games. Now I want to mention this. There's a new sport that's came into this year of the 2024 Olympics, and that's breakdance. Breakdance is entered this new Olympics for competing and everything. So this is going to be crazy. So I think it's like 6 teams, I believe. I know 2 of them is China, I think Japan, and also the U.S. as well. So it's going to be that's a new thing. I think people keep an eye out and everything. But further than that. We do have a clip for you guys to prepare for the Summer Olympics, starting today and through August. And after that, we're gonna chop up about the Olympics.
The world, counting down to a Summer Games like no other, and one of the most ambitious Olympic kickoffs ever.
Tell me, the moment you found out you're going to the opening ceremony.
I was ready to cry. Because when I hit that button, the submit button, I'm not a religious person, but I did a little prayer.
Miko Anderson is an American living in Paris. She could not believe her luck when she won 4 tickets to the opening ceremony from an Olympic lottery. They will witness history. It will be the first opening ceremony to be held outside of a stadium and on the water. The floating celebration departing Notre Dame Cathedral, traveling down the river Seine. Nearly 100 boats carrying more than 10,000 athletes sailing through the city's landmarks. Place de la Concorde, the Esplanade des Invalides, past the Alexander III Bridge and the Grand Palais, reaching the spectacular Eiffel Tower. More than 300,000 spectators will sit on bleachers built on the sides of the river and over bridges along the 4-mile-long route. The USA has nearly 600 competitors, led by flag bearers LeBron James, the NBA star and Olympic veteran, and Coco Gauff, the first tennis player and the youngest athlete ever to carry the USA flag. Anticipation growing around the opening ceremony's performers. French-Canadian star Celine Dion and Lady Gaga spotted in Paris, rumored to be special guests on a night to remember. Celine finding time to take in the famous Louvre. The opening ceremony, a logistical and security challenge for the organizers.
Parts of Paris right now are like a security fortress. You have layers of security, including police, soldiers, even security guards.
As the world pauses to watch the opening ceremony, competition here underway. Team USA's women's soccer off to a strong start. The young squad sending a message with a decisive win over Zambia during their first Olympic action last night. Swimming kicking off on Saturday with 7-time gold medalist Katie Ledecky back in the pool, ready to make history as the greatest female swimmer of all time. And the unstoppable U.S. women's gymnastics team posing for photos ahead of their Sunday debut. First Lady Jill Biden leading the U.S. delegation now in Paris, showing her support for the red, white, and blue.
We are all First and foremost, Team USA.
And to give you an idea of just how intense the security is, 45,000 police officers, 10,000 soldiers, and 20,000 private security. A no-fly zone 93 miles around Paris. Organizers want to make sure the opening ceremony goes off without a hitch. And guys, I had a chance to see some of the rehearsals, and I got to tell you, Hoda, you know what it looks like?
What?
It looks like Mardi Gras parades in New Orleans, but on the water.
Oh, it's got that vibe.
It's got that vibe, and I think they're going to pull off some stunts and performances that are going to blow people away from what I could see. It looks very cool.
Well, we've never seen anything like it.
Right.
So it's exciting. Tom,
Cool.
thank you.
Thank you, Tom. All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show.
Yes. So we got a couple people in the chat. Shout out to Ashton Williams for always coming by, coming to support. We appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Jalen. He's in the house. He's watching us from the clouds. We appreciate it. Shout out to Ken Dog. He's in here. And shout out to Just Hear Me Out. We are in here. So yes, guys, the Olympics is about to start. So many sports to see. But Pastor, you do Hakeem. I don't know if there's a particular sports that you are interested in the Olympics, or a particular name that you're willing to watch. So what's your take with the Olympics coming up?
Shot put. I think the sprinters. That's really it, and maybe some basketball. And really, that's really it. That's all for me. I've never really been an Olympic person, to be honest.
To be honest with you, I kind of like the swimming team. I love swimming. I like how they do the different type of acrobats, the flips and stuff like that. So I really love the Olympics team. Not only that, but Team USA, of course, the basketball. I think I see us getting the gold this year. So I'm looking for that. The track, and also the gymnastic. Simone Biles, she always do her thing. So it's gonna be really cool to see that. And this and that, but it's going to be very, very interesting this year. I'm just curious. And not only that, but also it was also breaking news. I think heading to the Olympics, they said they found like arson. Is it arson? Something in the trains, and they had to shut down the train for several hours. But then nobody was harmed though. So that's why they say the security is very tight when it comes to the aspect of the Olympics. So no funny business is going to be going on with all that military and police officers. Nah. So I think the people trying to try it, it's not gonna happen. Go ahead, Jordan.
Personally, for me, I scan through different sports. wrestling, weightlifting, swimming. Do like track and field. I definitely be watching Sha'Carri Richardson. She didn't play at the last year's Olympics, so I think with this year's Olympics, coming to track and field, I think she's gonna make a big bang, and hopes and prayers for Sha'Carri Richardson. Simone Biles, she's gonna kill it. She's, like I said, when it comes to the gymnastics, she's the best of the best. She's one of the best Olympians of all time, up there with Michael Phelps. So I can't be mad at that. U.S. men's basketball team, I think it's gonna be a little bit tough for them, but I think they're gonna win gold. And also the WNBA, the women's U.S. basketball team. They won 8 straight golds. And then they go for the 9th straight goal as well. So. Shout out to the U.S. teams, be dominant, and like I said, I do want to watch breakdancing, the breakdancing position. I'm very interested in that since that's new. That I'm very interested in. But other than that, let's go U.S. Let's get this gold. Let's get the most gold we can. And like I said, because we're in the most dominant country that the world has ever seen, United States.
And that being said, shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, Instagram. You already know Twitch and also Kick. Guys, make sure y'all follow, especially on the Kick and Twitch world. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. And also Instagram as well, too. Don't forget to follow us as well. And also leave a comment. Let us know that you do follow us. And not only that, but also, guys, next week, we will not be going live. We will not be going live. Cal Culture Radio is going on vacation. All 3 of us, we will be finally going to give ourselves a vacation, all 3 of us. So we will not be going live next week. I just want to make that announcement. We also gonna put it on the community tab so you guys will know like we're not gonna lie. But however, we still would drop videos throughout the week, so you guys would still be informed. We might drop some of the old videos so you guys can watch us from our beginning stages and all the way up. So just be on the lookout for our old videos being pretty much played. But we will not be going live. So just make you that claimer right there, so I can hit up Hakeem because Hakeem not gonna be in town. He gonna be overseas, so he might not even pick up.
Be on a cruise.
He gonna be enjoying himself. Jordan gonna be doing his thing, and I'm gonna be doing my thing. So We just letting you guys know we will not be going live next week. We will be going live the next following week when we all relax and ready to go. So we will be missing you guys the whole next week. So Ashton, do your thing. You can go ahead and take our spot at 6 o'clock, and
Yeah,
we'll resume back the next following week. So Ashton gonna
yeah.
go ahead and do his thing with the side shit Avengers. So
If you come if you come a little earlier, I'll definitely jump by. You know, like I said, if we're on vacation, you know, I won't be doing anything around that time. So if you start a little early, I will definitely jump on a little bit because I do have the time around that time slot. So I'm just letting you know.
Let's get it.
so that being said, Jordan, the money. What's going on in the money world?
The money
Shout
world.
out to Jodo
Hurdle, we see you, buddy. We didn't forget about
We
you.
appreciate you.
Yeah, so let's talk about the U.S. economy. So the second quarter has passed through, and it has been a tiny bit of boost. Or the economy has done a little bit better of 2024. But needless to say, let's play the clip and see what we're going so far, how the economy is doing so far. And after that, we're going to chop it up some more. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Down from the second half of last year. For more on what all this means about the state of the U.S. economy and what it means for all of your finances, I'm joined by CBS News senior business and tech correspondent Jolene Kent. Jolene, great to have you. So let's first of all talk about what was fueling this growth.
It's all about consumer spending. We saw consumer spending up about 2.3%. That really drove this higher GDP number. So basically, the economists out there, those who are looking at the market, are saying that this was better than expected, driven by consumer spending, but it does still represent a slowdown in the economy overall. It is a downshift, so to speak. But we do also know that government spending at the federal, local, and state levels also drove this GDP number, as well as business investment. Businesses investing back into their infrastructure and building and investing on that front. So overall, the number is better than expected, but still showing, you know, after we've seen some signs of softening in the economy, a relatively strong number. Also, I want to bring up the fact that, look, jobless claims also came in less than expected. So that's also a positive sign to see, Lana.
So positive in the respect people having jobs, that's good. Consumer spending increasing the GDP, though that does nothing for the Fed's fight against inflation. I'm wondering if you could talk to us all about how all of that plays in and whether that means that we're still looking at a possible interest rate cut by the Fed later this year.
Yeah, the Federal Reserve and Chair Jerome Powell, they're looking for a Goldilocks economic situation to cut rates in September. We do have a Fed meeting and a presser next week where we'll be looking for clues from Powell on what actually will happen in September. We don't expect a rate cut at the end of this month, but the market is still pricing in a rate cut for September, which could be good news if you're trying to get, into the housing market. You're looking for a lower mortgage rate, something a little bit more affordable. But what we know so far is we don't expect to see a significant rate cut, maybe a quarter point here. So that is likely to be perhaps the only rate cut we see before the presidential election come November. But essentially, if you look at the overall situation, we have inflation at 3%. Wage growth is still outpacing inflation, which is a positive sign for consumers and spenders and taxpayers, right? But you also have unemployment starting to creep up, sitting at 4.1%. So all of these numbers, while they mean something individually, are going to compose a picture for the Federal Reserve and the FOMC to make an informed decision when it comes to that meeting next week, as well as that very critical meeting where the entire market is looking at the Fed to possibly cut rates in September, Lana.
We will be watching it all, and we know you will.
So there you have it. That's the second quarter of how the economy is. It's just a little boost, but then again, I know for all three of us, we're not going to see a big, boost in the economy. Basically, how the election comes up and everything, and also who's running the countries right now. So, other than that, Ronnie, what's your take about the second quarter, how the economy is boosting just a little bit, just a little tad bit?
That's really good. When you see the economy start boosting, I mean that's very, very good when it comes to the aspect of the stock market. If someone like myself, Hakeem, and Jordan, if you invest in the stock market, you're gonna also see a little bit boosting when it comes to aspect of certain company. Amazon, Tesla, you got Disney, you got the Nike, you got McDonald's, you got all these companies that's starting to see a slight boost in this quarter. I mean, consumers are spending their money as they should, and it's boosting the economy a little bit more. Not only that, even if you have a high yield savings account, you're also going to see a little bit boost as well. There's some high yield savings account that now going up close to 6%. which is really, really good. So if you're seeing those things that's going on right now when the economy is having boost, that's the best time to put your money where you need to put your need to put your mouth in, put your money at, so it can grow and then can continue to grow. So even if the economy is going back slightly, you'll still see that boost in a form of increase in your money. Don't just let. That's why I always tell people, don't just let your money sit in the bank. When it's sitting in the bank and not working for you, it's pretty much dead. It's just pretty much dead weight. Put your money to work. Of course, it's not financial advice. I always speak to a financial advisor. All everything we're saying are pretty much opinion based, but still put your money to work. Don't just leave it in the bank. Shout out to D and also shout out to Care 504. It's also in the building. Go ahead, Akeem.
Brother, you eloquently said it. All I'm gonna just add on to this. This is not financial advice. Get educated on investment. You know what I mean? You get prepared when times are good and you relax when times are hard. It might seem an oxymoron, but if we was looking at this and say, hey, inflation is coming, we would have started getting rid of stuff that didn't make sense and start investing in things that. And you know, but there's another thing too. You know, Bitcoin is going up. Bitcoin is going up. I'm not recommending, I'm just saying, there's diversify your portfolio.
Yeah, facts on that. Yeah, stocks are looking really, really good so far. So hopefully keep a boost on that. You know, crypto is really looking good so far with that. You know, I believe inflations are subsided just a little bit. So we see a little bit downwards of inflation as well. So it's good to see, you know, the economy's doing good, you know, more, you know, a little bit more spending, because spending is good for our economy, especially here in the United States and everything. So, you know, other than that, you know, hopefully we continue to see a little bit more growth into it, because, you know, if you see more growth into the economy, it's better for us as people of the United States and America. That's my take on that.
That being said, hip hop, hip to the hop. Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world?
Let's talk about the hip hop world. So Cameron from It Is What It Is podcast, you know, he made a statement which, you know, it's very, very interesting. So he said that, you know, this era of hip hop, he said Chicago and Louisiana have the best lyricists in hip hop. Do they really? That's very interesting. You know, even though, you know, Cameron, he's from New York. Back in the '90s, early '90s, 2000. You know, New York was popping right now, and now he's saying, you know, how he's seeing the hip hop playing field. You know, really listen to some of these artists. He's saying Chicago, you know, not Illinois, but the big city of Chicago, and also Louisiana, which he means New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and I believe Shreveport, Louisiana as well. So the state of Louisiana. Which is very interesting. And like I said, I definitely want to hear Hakeem's take on it. But other than that, Hakeem, play Cameron's clip, and after that, we'll chop it up. Shout out to Bobby Bryant. We see you, sweetie. Shout out to Bobby Bryant.
Hey, Bobby, and shout out to Sherry Bryant.
Yes, she's probably watching
Chicago, and to me, they may have the best lyricists. Them in Louisiana. I'm talking about as far as lyricists. Like we really take for granted, because now, you know, New York used to call people country or West Coast, whatever it was, not my era, like in the 80s or early 90s, and then respect it. But, you know, even thinking about Lil Wayne, if you get on record with Lil Wayne, you got to be careful. You have to, that Lil Wayne will go crazy. You're on record with Eminem, you got to be careful. You know, these niggas are really lyricists. So it's a guy who passed away. His name was Frog from Chicago on the West Side. Shout out to everybody on the West Side of Chicago. I lived in Chicago, and to me, they may have the best lyricists. Them in Louisiana. I'm talking about as far as
very interesting from his take and everything. But go ahead, Hakeem. What's your take? You know, do you believe Chicago or Louisiana top with lyricists, or do you think another state or another city is better?
So I'm gonna have to 100% agree with him. These are two cities who are underrated. When we talking about lyricists, we talking about putting words together and making sense. There's other cities. Now, mind you, I don't want people to look at that and get this. Per capita, they have a lot of rappers there. You feel me? And I'm just saying, like, a lot of rappers who are known. And let's not forget, when he talking about Chicago, we forgetting Bump J. We forgetting King Louie. You know what I mean? It's a lot of names we can forget. Bump J himself is a lyricist in itself. And we forgetting Common.
Lupe, don't forget about
Lupe Fiasco. So when we talking about lyricism, he was right. And then when we go down to Louisiana, a lot of people might not think it. Juvenile, Soulja Slim, Lil Wayne is names and names and names. We can go down. Mr.
And a lot of people,
Servo.
I'm gonna add to this. Y'all, a lot of people love NBA YoungBoy too.
NBA YoungBoy, Fiend from No Limit. He was a lyricist. Mia X. I can go down name after name. So he's emphatically right. We're not taking away from other cities. You know, Eminem runs Detroit, but who's following behind him? What other lyricists behind him? He had D12, but I can't think of no other lyricists that actually put words together.
Royce the Fine Nine is crazy. I love Royce the Fine Nine.
I love Royce. I love Royce. Yeah, I love Royce. I love Obi Trice.
Yeah.
These guys, but when we say per capita, there's not enough spitters in Detroit.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing right there.
See, the only problem is, when it comes to Chicago, you know, the only one that really comes to my mind is Twister. Twister not a spit when it in the aspect of Chicago. But at the same time, I think because Chicago and Louisiana are not highly promoted, the only one people always talk about when it comes to the aspect of Louisiana is Cash Money. Cash Money Records. That's the one they always talk about. Cash Money, Cash Money, Cash Money. And then the other artists always get pushed underneath on top underneath the shelf, or they get disposed. So at the same time, that's what people don't really pay attention to Louisiana and Chicago. I'm being honest. Even with the names you giving me, Hakeem and Jordan, I really don't know, except when you say Lupe and Carmen. That's the only one I can really think of. But every other name that the greats I'm naming, I'm like, I don't even know who these guys, because they're not highly promoted. See, the state, when you go to New York, you already know there's Nas, Jay-Z, there's Biggie. The list goes on and on. California, you already know it's Tupac, Drake, Snoop. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. But then when you go to places like Chicago and Louisiana, you always say, oh, it's only Lil Wayne, Cash Money, Birdman, you already know Juvenile. And people keep forgetting too, Florida too. Florida has some great artists as well.
We got some spitters. We have some
spitters too, some great spitters. And Atlanta. Atlanta got great spitters as well. So I would say it depends on how the industry want to promote these artists, and I don't think they get enough promotion compared to California and New York. And I think that's the issue. That's why people right now, who was that was talking? The one I was talking on the podcast, that was not Carmen. What's his name? Cameron. Cameron was the one talking.
Cameron.
A lot of people could disagree with Cameron. Say Cameron, I actually don't know what he's talking about. But I understand exactly what he's talking about. Is because the same fact is this is not being promoted. I think they need to be promoted more. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, looking at more rappers from Louisiana, Bootsy.
Yeah,
him. Kevin Gates. I forgot about him. He's from Louisiana. Mystical at the time, he was good too. And I'm like, and Frito Bang. Everybody love Frito Bang. And looking at all this list and everything is I can see why, Cameron might mention, Louisiana and Chicago. And like, of course, Kanye West, he's probably the big heavy hitter coming out of Chicago and everything. I was thinking about LA too, but it's not, as far around this time, it's really not a lot of LA hitters out there, other than Kendrick. There's another name. There's another name come out. I forgot his name. It'll come to me later on. But with LA, I think about a lot of rappers. So there's some good rappers, good lyricists, but I don't think it's not enough of when we talk about Chicago, Louisiana, New York. It hasn't been lately like that. But back in the early 90s, 2000s, it's been a lot of heavy hitters, but New York has been, slipping down a little bit. Maybe because, maybe New York, if you look at, the boroughs of Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx, you could definitely find some lyricists that's really, really good and everything. But I don't think, they really try to promote this stuff like that. But it is what it is. But hear what Cameron say, I agree. I agree a little bit more with the Chicago side and also Louisiana side, but hey, maybe in the next generation, maybe we could change. Maybe we'll be more New Yorkers make a comeback. Maybe LA might make a comeback, Also, maybe Atlanta. Atlanta has really really good rappers too. They got really really good legends of rappers back in Atlanta as well. So, other than that, Cameron, it's something. It's something that people can argue about. And also it's a good conversation. So that's it on that.
Now that but D said, Rick Ross. People consider Rick Ross a lyricist. I don't see Rick Ross as a lyricist. I don't see Rick Ross as a lyricist. I could be wrong though, but I never see Rick Ross as a lyricist. I just see Rick Ross. He just be talking. That's just me. That's just me, and I'm from Florida. He just be talking. I don't see him as a lyricist.
D Degenerate said, who's your top 5 regions? He said East, West, South, or Midwest.
East.
I ain't gonna lie, the West got some spitters though, man.
The West
got some spitters.
East is like if you go to like hip hop in the 50 years, I'm gonna go with East first, and then I'm gonna go to West second, and then I'm gonna go the South. Man, the South got some heavy hitters too.
The problem with the South, the people in the South always move to the West. They always move to the West if they don't get exposed, or in the Midwest.
But the thing is,
I don't think people with the South.
And I think about not just from Atlanta. I think about people from Houston as well. Paul Wall. What's not Slim Dog? This is another one. Scarface. Yeah, man. Man. Houston. To me, Houston sometimes it be people.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. If you range the whole South, all the way to Atlanta, to Louisiana, and Houston can match. Texas, especially Houston, they can match up there. So, I think that's something. That's a discussion. That could be like an hour or 2 hour discussion to see who has the top. The top. When it comes to reasons, who's the best of the best. You can talk about that for hours.
Yeah.
Jordan Holmes said, "Brother Ron, without the East, hip hop wouldn't exist." I don't know. I think it probably still would exist. I think it would.
I'm gonna have to agree with him, man. I'm sorry.
It started in like I said, hip hop was born in the Bronx. It started in the early 1970s. So yeah, I agree with that as well.
But y'all telling me you don't think it was no spitter in the West at that time?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
in
that.
the 1970s.
I think it could, but how New York was hitting, with how it started and everything, it's just kind of hard. I'm not saying it won't, but New York, they did it first and they did it best, and it spread all across the United States. So.
But Hakeem said he agreed with Joe and I heard him. So I still gotta do my research when it comes to the aspect of hip hop, because it's still legendary regardless of the fact, great people came out of hip hop, very intelligent. Hip hop is a story. It's a story. That being said, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell as we get ready to deep dive on different variety of Friday. Remember, this is Freestyle Friday, which means that we're freestyling it. Like always, we're gonna freestyle, and also we will be able to drop the link. If Hakeem will drop the link, we'll drop the link. You guys can come on and have a good time. It's Friday. Make sure you have that cup, your tea, your water. Some of you guys may be drink responsibly. I want to make the disclaimer out there. Like, okay, I told us already to drink, but I'm also telling you, drink responsibly and don't drink and drive. Let's go, guys. Let's wind down. Let's have a good time. Let's do it. And shout out to those that are watching us on Kick and also Twitch. I want to give you guys a special shout out because you guys be watching us and we are following. It is growing. So, guys, make sure you follow. Jordan, go ahead and do your thing. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Let's get it. Oh, one more thing too. If you guys our membership's up, if you guys like to be a member, we have badges, and we have emojis of our face, Hakeem's face, and Ronnie's face. So if you guys want to join and help support the channel, we really appreciate it as well. So we appreciate you guys. But other than that, let's get into these topics. We go get into these. We have a lot of topics to cover. So topic number one, we're going to talk about Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris just came out for the presidential ad. I believe I sent it to you guys the other day and everything, and definitely gonna talk about and everything. Really discuss about what her message is, and also looking at the ad and possibly seeing some people that I wasn't too happy that she didn't really push out like that. But other than that, Hakeem played the CNN clip. It's not going to play the Beyonce song because I filed this clip, so we won't get any copyrights and everything. So play the CNN clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
You said
right
the CNN clip?
Yeah, it's right. It's the right under the camera one. How I lined it up. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the CNN one. It's the natural deaths. My bad. I'm looking at another one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
This is where we choose freedom, right?
Yes. Yep, that's it. Yep.
In her first official campaign video, Vice President Kamala Harris branding her presidential run with one word: freedom.
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body.
Trying to appeal to voters who want a fresh start after concerns about President Biden's age bogged down what was the Biden-Harris campaign. Harris smashing fundraising records. Between grassroots supporters giving to the campaign and mega donors committing funds to political action committees, hundreds of millions of dollars have flowed in to support Harris. She'll need all the help she can get, with just a little more than 100 days until Election Day. A new CNN poll conducted on Monday and Tuesday shows that, with a 3-point margin of error, there's no clear leader between Harris and former President Trump. The poll also shows Harris performing better than Biden did with young voters, black voters, and female voters. But the Trump-Vance campaign is in a race to brand her as extreme.
She is a radical left lunatic who will destroy our country. If you don't mind, I'm not going to be nice. Is that okay?
Already out with an attack ad calling Harris a San Francisco radical. Harris's presidential campaign isn't even a week old yet, but already there's a bit of anxiety among Democrats about being outspent on radio and TV ads, 25-1, according to an Associated Press analysis. But some say Harris doesn't need to be spending on ads right now because of all of her earned media coverage.
I say, bring it on.
The attention on Harris is sure to continue as we watch for her decision on a running mate. Because of Ohio's upcoming ballot deadline, we could learn their name in the next 2 weeks. In Washington, I'm Atrel Najjar reporting.
So yeah, fellas, I know you guys saw the ad. You know, I definitely want to get you guys' take on it because I definitely have my take. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take? Kamala Harris ad. What's your take on that, brother?
The reason I'm laughing is because people fail to realize, because they're like, Kamala Harris got all this money getting donated to her. That was not even her money. That was Biden's money. It was Biden's money, and it just gave it to her. People don't understand. When Biden withdrew himself, the money he had, it just gave it to her, make it seem like she got all this money. People were literally donating all this money to her so she could pretty much beat her adversary, Trump. People keep forgetting, Kamala Harris, she barely did her job, even as vice president. She can't even conceal the border. That's what I'm like. Now I find this to be very laughable. It's very, very funny. And not that, but you also hear black men saying the same thing. Kamala Harris was the reason some of us black men are in jail. and that's a fact. I'm not even making that up. Y'all can do your own personal research. That's a straight up fact. At the end of the day, to beat Trump, I'm being honest, you got to beat him on issues. And like Hakeem always said, it's policy. What policy are you going to take Trump out? Because Trump going to come. I'm telling you, the next debate that's coming, Trump going to come in hard about the straight up economy. I'm telling you, that's how he going to beat him. Just based on the economy topic. That's it. The economy's still the same, even though it went up slightly about 1%. Still, people are still suffering as they continue to send money over there to Ukraine, which makes no sense at all. So that's what I'm saying. That's what Trump is going to do, and that's what his campaign is going to focus on. Now, I understand the aspect of her being radical. I'm not saying she's radical, but at the same time, I think she still failed the American people not sealing up the border. I think to me, that's the ultimate failure. And then people going to vote for her because the simple fact is they dislike Trump. To me, that don't make any sense at all. And Jordan Hakeem, the funny thing is, a lot of people, there was a guy at my job, he was very, he was panicking. He was like, I don't know if Trump going to win. I'm like, bro, you think this is a generation where they really want a woman in the White House? Go ahead, Hakeem.
Just piggybacking off you saying, we don't need nobody that's gonna come in here and be soft. We need somebody who's gonna come in here and start being and align with our issues. And I'm also agree with what Jordan heard them say. All this money they spending to donate, we can solve. And this is why we need some people who are going to bring some actionable results. So no, Kamala Harris. No. Trump all day.
Yeah. When I first saw the ad, my first thing is said, okay, where the black man at? Kamala, where are the black men? I only saw maybe one head turn it back in him like this, and I don't know he was black. I don't know it was him. And my thing is just like, Kamala, I told this, I'm gonna say this once, I'm gonna say it again, I'm keep on saying it. How are you going to get the black men to vote for you? What are some type of policies that you're gonna help not just black men but black families as well? Because my thing is the first 3 years, we'd be looking for you once you got the election, and Vice President cool. And after that, we'd be looking for you. We'd be looking. Where you at, Kamala, in that little office that Joe Biden put you down, sit you down in? So, my thing is just like, I will listen. I want to see what she's gonna say. I want to know what she's gonna do for black people and everything. She also made an ad too. I think she was on a RuPaul show too. And it kind of, and as you see, she kind of caters to the LGBTQ group as well too. So, she got that covered. I'm looking at social media and everything. A lot of black women and some black men, they just feel like, but saw that campaign, they just feel like I can't. The emotions got into it. They was feeling so good. They feel great. They feel like it was a breath of fresh air. It's like, oh my God, we need somebody like her, like Kamala Harris and everything to make you feel good. And that's the problem, to make you feel good. It's not about really making you feel good. It's what she can do for you. What policy she can set up for you. That's all we're asking. That's all I'm asking. What are you going to do, ma'am? And like I said, you don't have a lot of time. The elections is a few months away. I know that they canceled their debate. Hopefully we'll see a debate. I can't wait to do the debate, because just like we did, if they do a debate, just like we did with the Joe Biden and Trump, we go do the same thing with the Kamala Harris and Donald Trump if they make a new date for the debate. But other than that, Hakeem also played this too. Since we talk about Kamala, she also talked about, how, as an Indian woman, she know how to make a pot of greens. Since we're talking about Kamala, please play that clip. Please play that clip. Since we're on the subject. Exactly. Like I said, I want to get on her on that.
So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub. So I am not playing around. So what you got, right, Marlon? So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas.
Hakeem, as a black man, I'm offended. I'm offended. How you talk about making a pot of greens in the bathroom? Are you kidding me? And first of all, what is your recipe, man, to make pot of greens? If you don't have turkey necks in it, it's not good pot of greens. Me, I like to use turkey tails in my greens, Hakeem. When you get the chance, I'm making some greens. You and Ronnie, turkey tails, because turkey tails, it has more fat, more flavorful. And I told my wife that. Never had a bad batch of collard greens itself. But for her talk about, I'll make a blue batch of collard greens. They ask me all the time. I like to make some collard greens, girl. I make some good collard greens. I had to go in the bathroom and make some really, really good. That's nasty, man. You ever put some collard greens in there? Thank you, Sherry Brody. Can't be my father. Thank you. So her talk about I make some good collard greens. Girls, stop pandering to black women, because that's not, as for black women, that's not what we do. Or black men, that's not what we do. We put them in the sink, we rinse them multiple times, make sure they're good and everything. Make sure you get the pot ready, pour our seasoning in it, put our turkey tails, you chop them up, put our turkey tails, we do turkey tails in there, make sure the seasoning is good, cook it for like a few hours, and that's good. But her talk about, I make good pot. I had to go to the bathroom, make some good collard greens. Girl, you tripping. You lying. Go ahead, Hakeem. She pissed me off.
I grew up around nothing but black Americans. I've never heard in my life somebody say I cook greens in a bathtub. That is insulting. It is disgusting to hear that. And that shit is cringeworthy. He said, does she make curry? She said, does she make curry?
Or
Because you know
chicken, or chicken biryani or
chicken
something like that.
chicken masala.
Yeah,
Chicken
masala.
masala.
Yes.
Chicken masala. So this is the issue what I'm talking about. That was so disrespectful towards black women. Black women who make greens don't even talk about their greens like that. I've been eating greens my whole life. I've never heard nobody say something like that. She's only feeding to negative stereotypes. And plus, here's another thing. Not everybody in the black community eat greens. A lot of us don't eat collard greens. A lot of us don't eat chitlins. A lot of us don't eat ham hocks. A lot of us don't eat pork chops.
She would have done better to say I make some good mac and cheese. Even though I still want to trust it. You would have said mac and cheese, Kamala, okay. But even you would say mac and cheese, I still want to buy that crap.
Yo, I just hate that. I hate that she stereotyped the black woman when we know black women are not that. We got black women who are engineers, black women who are vegan, black women who can make a mean taco salad. You know what I mean? So I'm confused. I'm so confused.
You know, I'm gonna do since it's election season. I'm gonna be watching Kamala very, very closely. Every stuff that she's gonna say, I'm gonna make short subs. I'm definitely gonna make shorts. Matter of fact, Hakeem, let me send you. What's going on, Ruthless Truth? I'm gonna send you a short that I did, and I want you to play it. Go ahead, Ruthless man. How you doing?
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's good, brother?
I ran my boy Hakeem off last night, man. With that foolishness, when she was too much, man. Woo-hoo.
Hey, you can't have a conversation with somebody who doesn't know how to talk.
And you know, this Kamala Harris thing is going exactly what this country deserves. Right? They deserve a woman to be over them, because most of these guys just keep it real, right? Let's keep it 100. Most guys worship women. So, you know, so the guys who are, you know, very manly, you know, you're misogynistic, you know what I'm saying? So we don't count in this country, right? The guys who worship the women, you know, the simps, the betas, the, you know, women lovers, this is their chance to be great. They're going to make this country great again with a woman at the helm. So, hey, I live my life, right? I live my life. You know what I mean? So how this world is moving into the future, it just seems like I started YouTube a year ago, right? And it just get more, the more we talk about women behaviors, and you have all this information now, right? The percentages versus the way women are by nature, but yet men are still gravitating to the crowning of these queens, right? The queen is actually king, right? She's not really, right? So it to a lot of these men. So you reap what you sow. So Kamala, if she makes it be president, she's already president, right? So she's officially the first woman president.
No, not yet. She's still got to be. She's still got to be nominated.
No, she's president now. You know that, right?
She's not president. No.
Yes, she is. Biden stepped down.
He stepped out of the election.
He stepped down as president. She's now calling the shots.
She's not the president. What is he talking about? She stepped out of an election.
She's the president.
Joe Biden stepped.
Listen.
No.
New Jordan.
He stepped out as an election.
Let me help you out, New Jordan. Let me get you up to American code. When the president steps down, next to a line is who? The vice president. So, yeah, he's bowing out the race. He's also relinquishing his controls. He's relinquishing his control. So for this moment in time, Kamala is the commander-in-chief. Now, Trump is coming to debate her to try to take that over. But right now, let's just say a war breaks out right now. Let's just say a war breaks out right now. Who do you think is going to make all the calls? She is. So she right now, as we speak, is officially the president of the United States.
No, she's not.
Who's the president?
Your man Joe Biden. He just said to say he's up and running.
He stepped down. He relinquished his controls. When you step down,
I'm not going.
Joe Biden stepped out as the race. He did not step down.
I'm not gonna debate. We're not gonna debate Ruthless on this talk. On this point.
Stop it.
Ruthless is trolling. He's trying to troll. He's trying to get people. Look, he laughing. He know he is trolling. He ain't got time for that. It's Rapper Friday, Ruthless. We're not gonna stay on this topic very long. Go.
He stepped down, right? When the president steps down, he's not only getting out to debate, right? He's saying they're pushing her, and now Kamala, she's already on the ticket as the president of the United States, fighting to keep the job. She's fighting to keep her job. Trump's trying to take the job back.
I can't play the clips. Play the clips, and then we're gonna go move on.
Which clips?
I just sent you the shorts about how I went off on Kamala, and then after that we'll move on.
That was it. I'm not gonna debate Ruthless on this. Shout out to White High also in the building, and now that, but shout out to Ruthless also joining us on the panel. We really do greatly appreciate it, my brother. And shout out to the lovely Natasha Vince. I haven't seen her. I know she's working, but shout out to her. I know she's working, so shout out to her.
She probably watches us from the clouds if she can, or watch the after.
Blessings abundance to her, the mother. You are truly missed.
Shout out to Houston Finest, Pretty Brown, Jalen.
In the state of Florida, they decided middle school students will be taught that enslaved people benefited from slavery. They insult us in an attempt to gaslight us, and we will not stand for it.
First of all, Kamala, where the hell you been? Where you been at? We looking for you. Where you been at? When stuff come out about Florida, about pass a law about this, you want to speak your heart out, and we're not going to take it. We know what to do as black people. We know how we feel about this, but you know, we don't hear from you till now. That's what I'm saying. What y'all think? Hit the like button. That's what you guys in the comments. Okay, I can't move on.
Let me just tell you that we're gonna win, and I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but we will win.
You say that with such conviction.
I have no doubt. But I also have no doubt it's going to be a lot of work. And everyone's going to have to participate. This is a democracy.
Oh, really? You're going to win the 2024 election just like that, huh? Kamala, you better keep that same energy, because if you lose, we're going to come back to the short. But what y'all think? Hit the like button. Definitely you guys in the comments.
Bill, we're going to win. Let me just tell you that. We're going to win.
Yeah, she got a lot of work to do.
Yes,
a lot of work to do. Cause you gotta persuade the old patriarchy man that woman could run and it doesn't sit well.
Yeah.
It does not sit well.
Does not sit well. Okay, moving on. So, we gotta talk about this, because I usually find white teachers who be doing some nasty stuff to students. And there was a teacher, I forgot which county it was, but we do have a clip. She was caught on camera luring a 9th grader to perform a sexual assault against him. Fully caught red-handed. Crazy. Other than Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Surveillance camera shows Rachel Goodall leave her 9th grade center classroom wearing a sweatshirt and pants. Goodall returns almost an hour later wearing a dress. She heads into her classroom with a student and shuts the door. A member of the cleaning crew comes by and unlocks the door around 20 minutes later. In all, they're in the classroom for 53 minutes before cameras show them walk to the gym to watch a JV basketball game. You can see how other students react when the pair walks in and sits together outside the student section. Goodall and the student leave the gym together and go their separate ways. Almost 2 weeks later, the Oak Creek Franklin Joint School District begins its investigation. The 19-page report says Goodall lied almost a dozen times, like when she told the district's human resources director she only talked to the student named here under the pseudonym SS in passing. Later, the report says the administration believes Goodall's reputation is forever tarnished, but that investigators will accommodate her and allow her to return after they concluded she didn't have sex with the student. In January 2023, they suspend her for 10 days at first. Instead of a consecutive suspension, the district decides to scatter the days in an attempt to limit the impact on any one paycheck. But Goodall only served 4 days after the superintendent reduced her punishment. And a surveillance camera shows Rachel.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just for the record, right? Just for the record, I need to break it down to y'all because I thought y'all black people knew y'all shit, right? So, how does the vice president become president?
When the president is not capable of doing his job.
Okay, so terminology though. Give me terminology.
In the aspect, if it is a medical issue or
incapable.
I'm saying capable of doing his job. Is a medical number one is a medical issue. If they see like he's not right in his right mind,
right.
There's many aspects of it.
Right. Not saying he released his power, but he jumped out of the race.
So let me give you how it goes, right? Since you guys don't know. There's 3 ways. One is he be removed from office, like some crime or something, be impeached. That's
yes,
one.
exactly. That's another one. Yes,
right.
Impeachment.
2, death. Death, right? If he dies, the vice president becomes president, right?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And 3, resignation. So if the president gets his resignation, hold up. I got it. Don't do it, Ronnie. Stay in your masculinity. If the president gets his resignation, then the vice president becomes president. And Joe Biden has already, let me show you, put it right here for you so you won't think, update Joe Biden health amidst calls for his resignation. So now that he's stepped down, he's already put in his resignation. This is why she was able to move up to command the post to fight for the post. So now she's the acting president, right? As we speak. That's the only way she can fight. Listen, that's the only way she can be on the ballot. She can't be on, see what I'm saying? Because Biden was defending his already presidential office. Do you understand that? He's already president. So once he gives his resignation in, once he puts his resignation in, he did relinquish his controls. And it goes to the vice president. Look it up. It's all on the Google. Easy money. Easy money. Get out your emotions. Get out your feelings.
I'm not in my feelings. I'm just speaking facts. When they come to the aspect of him stepping down, he even clearly said himself, I'm stepping down from the race of the presidential race. Ruthless, I think you in your femininity, you don't know how to take the answer, man. You're wrong on this one. You're wrong.
We'll talk about it. Hey, Ruthless, you don't have to find somebody. We'll talk about it at a different time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it at a different time.
The point is, he's already put his resignation in, right? The Democratic Party pressured him to do this. It wasn't on his own, and he did it.
Oh, yeah.
So now Kamala is the president of the United States officially until all the votes are tied in, and then that could be she stay or Trump takes over. That's how the process goes. You can't be the president and somebody else running for president at the same time. There's only one president right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a president right now. We got to have somebody who's still doing day-to-days. Even in the midst of the campaigning, the president's still calling the shots. So once he says, hey, I'm stepping down, I'm putting in my resignation, the vice president, and if the vice president falls or fills in her resignation, then the Secretary of State steps up, and it goes forth and so forth. So just think about it.
Okay, we'll think about it. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take with the teacher as sexual assault in the 9th grader and caught on camera?
No, but the thing that I keep telling people, it's funny to watch when you see like teachers dealing with students. To me, it's so bad out here for teachers. You can't get a man. You know how many men are available? I mean, on Bumble, Match.com. I give you so many Facebook, Christian Mingle, Facebook dating. What more do you need? What more do I need to go Instagram? Because some people actually use Instagram for dating. So you're telling me you got to get a young kid? You can't get you can't get a man your own age? It's going that far? It's going that bad? Is dating that down bad like that?
Let me help you out, Ronnie, so you don't have to be so questioning. Temptation, no human is unacceptable from temptation. right? And for the weaker vessel, especially, right, which is the woman, all right? She, even though she's a teacher, she's supposed to be upstanding, right? All this, but she still is subject to being attracted to a person younger than her. And now you're starting to see this is not the first time this happened, nor is it the fifth time. This has been happening multiple times, right?
We have, Ruthers, we have multiple catalogs of
Yes,
white women.
yes.
We have catalogs.
So this just shows that women aren't gods, right? They're imperfect just like the men. The same men they talk about. Oh, y'all fuck anything. Y'all have sex with anyone. Oh, y'all pedophiles. All this shit they talking on. You gay, right? But we see that they're falling weak to their flesh too. They're falling weak. Even at the good paying job, the stature she gets, the community service she gets, she wants to serve her flesh too. So we're seeing that she's imperfect. And this is everybody in this world.
And I want to say this too. It's the thing that's not. It's not these 40-year-old teachers, but like they meant to be like to call cougars or 50-year-olds. We see a lot of them being in their 20s and their 30s, sleeping with these young boys.
Yes.
So and we see it's like and then Ruthless. I can find one at least once a week around the country. At least one.
Easily. And that's just what I'm trying to see. Us men sometimes do this to ourselves, right? We put women on this pedestal, right? We're so trusting and give them so much endeavorance. Oh, a woman, put her in all the kids. She'll never do nothing like that. She ain't a man, right? But we're seeing gradually and even more at a high time rate, women like young people too. They like young children too. There's men that do it who are pedos, they call pedos, and then there are women who are pedos as well. So now we can.
I agree. There are women as a pedo. Mm-hmm.
Yes, even the playing field now. So now women can't one up us no more, right? Because now their secret is being let out the closet.
Hey, Akeem, what's your take, man?
For me, man, I'm gonna just have to agree with a lot of y'all what y'all say. I do think a lot of this has to stem to mental health as well. And people are still like in a childish mindset. Let's also remember, a lot of these girls who are getting caught up, they're not so far removed with 5-7 years.
No. Why do you say that, Press? How can you give them an out? No.
I'm not giving them an out.
When you talk about mental health, that's a disease.
Yeah.
That's a disease. That's somebody who's medically fucked up. So they get a pass, right? But
no, they don't get a pass.
Women are not mentally ill. They are imperfect. Just say that.
They are imperfect. But look at this. What in your right mind? Oh, yo, happy birthday, Sevelin Muhammad.
Yeah, happy birthday, my dude. Many more blessings to you, big dog.
Yeah. So look at it from this point. Where in your right mind for you to think to deal with somebody younger than you, where you have more...
Hakeem.
Yep.
Once again, I'm going to set the premise for you so you can... Temptation has no age.
Yes.
Or limits. It could be anything. Who can want to say no to drugs? How many times have you heard that slogan?
Right? So many times.
Okay, then. So how many people keep taking it to gamble? Because it's
so
tempting. Many. It's tempting, right? Temptation overrules logic and reasoning. Do you understand that?
I do.
So once again, we got to stop letting them off the hook for the error of their ways, right? And call it a spade a spade. You're just as wrong. You need to be prosecuted, or you need to be dealt with, just as a man has to be dealt with.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no, mental health, and you just said, no. She just fell into the lust of her flesh. She felt weak. You know what I mean? And now she's paying the consequences for being weak in this country because it is against the law and it's against, the policies to be dealing with children younger than you.
Yeah.
Fired.
I can't trying to debate. Now I normally I would debate Ruthless, but this one he's right. I ain't got no pushback. I really
No,
don't.
no. Ruthless is right because there's too many stories around the country about this stuff, and and like I said, I can't disagree with Ruthless like that because that's how it's looking at right now.
And the crazy part of New Era is that we're at the butt of all this, right?
Yeah.
All the men are the leaders. We sound what she said last night, Hakeem? You sounded what she said, she sounded pathetic.
We're not gonna go what happened last night. We're not gonna go by what happened last night. We keep it over there on we keep it over there on Ashton Williams channel. We go over there, we talk about
No, the point I'm making is the shaming tactics, right?
Yeah, the shame is shame.
But the thing, she's not here to defend herself. She got to be here to defend herself.
Oh,
yeah, you got to keep that on Ashton Williams. Now I have a disagreement. We'll go to Ashton Williams channel. We'll address it accordingly. I didn't see the stream, so I don't know. I don't know what I really happened. Transpired.
Hakeem is the victim here. So the victim.
Hakeem's always the victim. Hakeem's always the victim. You haven't noticed that yet? Hakeem is always the victim. I don't know why you have not noticed that yet.
I was a witness though to the victimization last night. Right?
You know,
she attacked Hakeem, but anyway, that's something else. But my point is this: women are now being exposed for the righteousness that we try to give them, and see that they're falling short of the righteousness that we afford to them, because we seem to think, oh, these are good women out here. There are good women out here. But as time goes on, we're starting to see through YouTube, through media, that they're fucked up too.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, you gotta say when it comes to media, people play like me and Hakeem Jordan talk about this all the time. People play a role online. They're not being their true self. Anybody can make up any type of form of persona online. Like right now, I be like, I'm a multi-millionaire. How will you know it? Unless you Google me or you got to verify. Like, is he really a millionaire? You won't know. The same goes for the aspect of a woman. A woman be saying, I'm very submissive. I'm very feminine. I don't like when men spit on me, or I don't like when men talk to me nasty. But then later down the line, when you talk to women offline, you realize she like that type of man she's talking about she don't like. So that's just how it goes.
Here's the thing, right? This is and this is to Hakeem's point.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm gonna lay this out. Y'all can push back. I always know that they tell the women they need to choose better. Right? But the problem with that is, one, if she's the problem choosing for somebody to deal with her problems. One, if she's bringing to the table these issues and the man she's choosing. So how can she choose better when she's not better?
But the aspect you gotta understand, Rufus, some of these women would never be better. So they would never know how to choose better. It's just a fact. That's just how we are as human beings. There's some that's gonna choose better, and there's some that's not gonna choose better. That's why they call the law of polarity. It's total opposite. This is how the world runs. There's pretty people, there's ugly people, there's nasty people, and then there's civil people. That's just how it is. Shout out to No Chase that's in the building. Hakeem, go ahead, ask that question for happy birthday, Mr. Muhammad. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Rufus Muhammad asks, "Are you in Cali? So do you think Cali women are different, like the Beach Boys song says?"
Good question.
It's just as grimy as the rest. And listen, women are all the same across the fucking universe, right? They are the weaker vessels. This is why in times of this is why they had to fight for sexual liberation. Because before sexual liberation, somebody saw that these particular type of women need to be tamed. Like we need to put some sort of structure around them because they're out of line. Look at all this crazy. Then men start slipping, forgetting what they was sexually, not liberating them for, to say, oh well, maybe they can't handle this. Now look at them. They're slut walking everywhere. They're twerking everywhere. They're hoeing themselves out everywhere. They're sleeping with kids. They're doing everything under the sun. But yet we still find a reason to say, it's okay. She didn't mean it. She didn't in her right mind. We always want to justify their wrongdoings while they crush us for our flaws.
Go ahead, Jordan. Move forward. Well, Jordan have I hope he do one of the clips. One of the clips is talk about how certain women are dressing today. I don't know if he's gonna do that now or later. But go ahead, Jordan. Jordan's there? Or did he walk away?
Yeah, I'm here.
Uh,
A second.
go
I'm
ahead.
here. All right, on to the next topic. So, since you're here, Ruthless, I want to get your input on that. And this is about Governor Newsom ordered the removal of homeless encampments, which is really something I want you to hear. So go ahead, can you play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Now, actually, Governor Gavin Newsom issues an executive order to remove all homeless encampments in California. The order comes on the heels of the U.S. Supreme Court's recent ruling allowing cities to enforce public camping bans. While Newsom cannot order local authorities to act, he can withhold funding to counties and cities. The order guides state agencies on how to go about removing encampments. Breaking news right now, actually, Governor Gavin Newsom issues an executive order to remove.
Yeah, Ruthless, man. Since you both in LA area, man, what's your take on this?
Well, first and foremost, it's a double sword, right? Because we know that majority, at least 96 and 97 of all homeless people are drug users, right? Or
correct,
or some sort of mental health, right? All intertwined, right? Mental health, obviously, they get drug into the drug category. So, the government bringing the drugs in, right? They're making all this profit from these drugs, and now with these using drugs, they don't know how nowhere to go because all their investment is in there getting high. So they got to sleep somewhere. For him to take the encampments out or outlaw the encampments, right, would be asinine because now where are they going to go? You take the encampments out, they're going to go on somebody's, business, or they're going to sleep. There's nothing you can do about it unless you provide for them housing, proper housing to house them in, which you then have to enforce some sort of martial law to outlaw anybody or caught sleeping out on the street have to be taken to a shelter or a place where they could be housed properly. Now, this can be, but the problem with that is there's not enough shelters and places to house all these people. Now, they gave them to the hotel. Remember, they did the hotel vouchers, right?
Yep,
and
I remember.
These people destroyed the hotel, the value of the hotel, everything. So that's
and we talk about luxury hotels too, Hakeem and Ronnie. Yeah. Luxury hotels.
So that is no longer a valuable option. So I think Governor Newsom is a little just doing something out of just to say, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put this out here. But the police on a sidewalk, the ones who are doing the actual dealing with these people, are only can tell them, hey, you guys got to not camp here, right, and move somewhere else. You can't put them in. There's no law against homelessness, as far as they can put them in prison or take them to jail, right? So they're just going to go take their camping from A to B, right? So what the police going to just keep telling them? That's all they can do. That their hands are tied. So the only solution could be this is with all this money they send to Ukraine, take a portion out of that, and just build a fortress dealing with homeless people and mandate them there. Other than that, it's just going to be a continual problem, and people are going to continue encamping.
Yeah,
good point. Good point.
Yeah,
ahead,
I agree with that because, like I said, we would deal like LA been doing this. How long? Rufus? 20-something years with the homeless problem?
Seems like forever.
Yeah, same thing with San Francisco. And the thing is, it's like what Karen Bass is doing right now. I think she's doing some progress, but the thing is, it's just so much homeless people out here, all around LA, all the way where I'm at, where you at, all the way down to Long Beach, all the way down to Santa Monica, Venice Beach, and everything. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
But this is the thing you have to look at, right? I'm gonna shed y'all in some game, right? Homeless will never go nowhere. Encampments will never go nowhere. You know why they will never go nowhere? Because they need somebody to be able to buy them drugs. Right? Somebody has to buy them drugs, right? And they consume at least 90% of all the drugs coming into America. So that's a lot of customers for right. So to solve this problem, will be a problem for the government wallet, because then where all drugs gonna go? And they house them and then they protect. Because if they house them, they're gonna put restrictions on them. You can't be out chasing. You got to be in at this time. All these different things, right? So that will then take down the purchase of drugs, which would be very detrimental to the economy, because once again, drugs is a large part of government income.
Before we move forward, let me get a special shout out to Tracy Allen. I think she's new to Calico Trade. I've never seen her before. Shout out to her. She said, I'm a 62-year-old black woman, and I would not be voting for Kamala. She separated thousands of jail, she separated thousands of jail, thousands of black men.
Whoa!
So that's why she says she is not voting for Kamala.
Hey,
And that's
Tracy,
a black woman.
And Tracy, I will ask you a question. Do you live here in California? Yes or no?
I don't know what side she came. I don't know if she on Jordan or my side. I'm not sure. But shout out to you, Tracy. Thank you for being here as well.
To you, Tracy.
And now that, but shout out to those the guy that commented from the Twitch world. I think that was Mike.
Yeah, that was Mike. He come here. He was just
shout out to Mike. Yeah, he was spoken the certain thing. He said, guys, just be careful of the community guidelines. Yes, that's true, Ruthless. You got to be careful now because we're monetized, so we have to be careful on certain things we say now. Like, you know, Ruthless, I don't really care. Normally we will go in, but we monetize now, so we got to lay off on certain on the cussing, turn it down a notch just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I'm doing a good job.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general for everybody that comes in. I'm just saying in general. Just turn it down. You've been good. You've been good. I'm proud of you. Now, when we go on Ashton Williams channel, we could go in because Hakeem. I told Hakeem, let me know. I'll go in. That's like my my purge.
You go to Ashton Williams channel, you gotta worry about the Queen Sunkiss.
Yeah,
she out to Hakeem.
No, because she said Hakeem is not. She said Hakeem is not married. I remember one time when I watched that, Hakeem, you're not married. How come you give me a marriage advice but you're not married? Like she don't like Hakeem. She don't like it. And I told Hakeem, go in on Queen. Don't be scared of Queen. Fight back, like I used to say. Fight back.
You know I have decorum. I didn't know.
All right, but let's go in with Newsom. California. I've been to California. I visited California several times, and I remember one time when me and Jordan was riding with a friend of ours was running around in California. And we saw all that homelessness situation. Mind you, that homelessness is not only happening in California; it's also happening here in Florida, even in downtown Miami. We have a homeless problem in downtown Miami. Well, Ron DeSantis signed a bill where if they find out that you are in the street, now they're giving you a ticket, which makes no sense because they're homeless. How would they be able to pay for it? That makes no sense.
They do that here in Cali too. Give them a ticket and then tell them
they give you a ticket.
And then
I'm like, how they pay? They don't got no address.
It's not.
Go ahead.
This is why I try to tell the taxpayers. This is, as long as there's drugs in this country, and the profit is so high, right? The margin of profit is so high. It's where do you think they're getting all this money from, right? There's no way these homeless people are going to go anywhere because they're the number one consumers. And
they are.
No chaser said because of the economy is why homeless is no. Homeless has been going up since 95. You know what I'm saying? It's been going up and up and up and up and up and up, right? Because once again, a lot of people getting on drugs. Most of the homeless people are on drugs. You see them, they're begging for money. They want to go buy dope, right? So it's just a drug epidemic out here. And unless the government steps up and say, you know what, we're going to take a salary cut, then homelessness is not going nowhere. Florida or Cali, all the way down. Yeah,
and to make you say that, I don't see the issue with Texas yet. I haven't heard anything about Texas having homelessness issues, but mostly like situations like Cali, New York, and Florida.
Houston.
Oh, you said Houston? I've never been to Houston, so I can't really tell. I've never been to Houston.
Every fucking city. Every major city gonna have a lot of homelessness.
But okay, no changers say no just because of the economy, but also there's some of them are convicted felons, etc. Which is true. Some of them are convicted felons. Let's keep that true. That is a fact, though. They are not able to find jobs to provide for their shelter. That's facts.
Let me go talk back to. Let me address that because I'm gonna have to disagree with him. One thing, I am a convicted felon, former, right? There's jobs for felons, right? They got jobs that hire only felons, right? Like a lot of warehouse jobs, a lot of kitchen jobs. They got a board. You go in, they got a board of people who will tell you to come down. They know about your felony, and they'll hire you right on the spot. You might get a job that's only making minimum wage or maybe a little bit above. You go to work at 12, 15 hours a day, but they're jobs for felons. Once again, most dudes, when they come out of jail, a lot of them who are in them streets like that because they have drug habits. It's just too, they can't manage their life, especially a lot of the South Siders, right? A lot of them on heroin and meth. You know what I'm saying? And they're just out here, getting high. Just study them. Most of 96% of all your homeless people are drug addicts. They're drug addicts. They don't want help. They're not looking for housing. They are housed, to be specific. They love where they live at. Because why? They have no rent. Right? They got all the public service giving them free food all the time. You got churches, you got people pulling up here. Take this, so they're eating good for free. And they don't have no rules that they have to abide by as far as what time they got to be checking in to get a check. They go out, put up a sign, people will give them money, then a group of them get together, put all their resources together, they go buy up a lot of drugs, and then they get high. This is what they do. And this is the life that they love. They love it. It's just that the taxpayers are complaining because it looks bad, right? Because when you're going out, you see tents. Even Hollywood got it bad. Tents.
Yeah, bad.
And if you're tourists coming from Europe, Australia, right? They kind of like, look at America, right? How is all this happening? So
it's bad. It's like I'm saying it's sad to see, especially when I went to Cali, when I went to go see Jordan a couple of months ago. It was sad because I was like I never expect. I knew California had a homelessness issue, but it was that bad to the point it hit Hollywood. And I'm like, all these celebrities, and you telling me they can't put these people somewhere?
Listen,
to me, it doesn't make any sense.
No, don't feel bad though. Listen, the homeless people are living their American dream too.
Exactly. Some of them. That's true.
They are loving it down there. They don't have to clock in.
They don't got to pay. They don't got to pay any rent. They don't got to pay any bills. All you got to do is, hey, can I get a couple change? Give a couple dollars. They could probably make what, $20 a week. And they compete on that.
They're going to get all the cans, right? And the plastic
and
bottles.
Recycle them. Yep, and go recycle them.
They're going to hustle. Yep. I see them on bikes with 6 bags on a bike.
And with cars too, they be on carts, got glasses. Oh,
yeah, getting to it.
That's true.
Getting to it, right?
With some of them, Ronnie, that's an American dream right there. But I want to hear Hakeem's point. Go ahead, Hakeem. What's your take?
So, I haven't been to California. I've been maybe to the border of it, but I did hear and I seen some things, and I just think that I'm going to lean more towards what No Chase is saying. If the economy was a little bit better, we had stricter laws on mental health to try to process more drug rehab programs and start to fund these people into certain things. Let's look at a place like Singapore. Singapore has no homelessness. A lot of them are all on government housing and high-rises, estates.
That's where you're wrong, Hakeem. I have to vehemently disagree, right? You got to understand what country you live in.
You said
right?
vehemently disagree?
Adamantly disagree, sorry.
Yeah.
So you got to remember what country we live in, right? This is a country that supports drugs. They are, America is a country that double dips, right? They create laws to stop all these drug dealers, but at the same time, they make sure all the drugs come in, right? Because the extra money is why they're so powerful, right? That drug economy is powerful, right? It gives them why they can send money to Ukraine, right? This is a part of their income. So it's not, we all know that drug programs don't work, right? Because I've been through a drug program. It doesn't work, right? Because once again, a drug addict is considered in a mental condition. They're incapacitated, right? They are slaved to their desires. So
yeah, the dopamine feeling. Yep.
Yes, and there's no operation you can do. There's no medication you can do.
Yeah, nothing. When you're in that feeling is dangerous. That's why I always tell people when they're in that dopamine feeling, that left part of your brain, that's a wrap. It's an addiction that you cannot break. It's that when they tell you gotta pray and you gotta pray to try to break that, because that thing is serious. It's a powerful addiction. It is. Why how say Elon Musk moved his business to Texas? Homelessness population came to. He did. He left his business in on California, moved it to Texas. He did.
Yeah, he moved Tesla over there, and then now he's gonna move SpaceX, which is located in El Segundo, right by the airport, and he's gonna move that to Texas as well.
Well, I'm already invested in SpaceX, so I literally it's cheap right now. I just left a couple of dollars in there, just let it grow. SpaceX, yeah. We'll be on the lookout for SpaceX. They're about to leave this earth. Ruthless. They're about to leave. These rich people about to get out of here.
Who?
These rich people, they're about to get out of here. They're about to move to Mars.
They ain't got nowhere to go.
They're going to Mars.
They ain't got no choice, right? They're here. Tell this world. Yeah.
All right.
All right. That being said, moving forward. Go ahead, Jordan. Moving forward.
Let's move on. Oh, let's talk about this one. This is kind of going to Ruthless is kind of his angle on this. So there was a clip that went viral of a husband seeing his wife wearing some skankies type of clothing to the club with her girlfriends, and he went viral.
Oh yeah, Ruthless will love.
Yeah, he gonna love this, and this went viral. He was talking about why we go out with this, dressing up like this, like you trying to press somebody else. But other than that, Hakeem played the clip, and after that we're gonna chop it up.
Where you think you going dressed like this?
What you mean?
Man, close that door. I'm serious. Close the door. Come on, you tripping right now. Like, yes, you're tripping. Why would you even want to go outside dressed like that? You're married.
Dressed like what?
Look what you got on. That's not appropriate. What are you talking about? You're my wife.
Talking about
like who are you trying to impress? Are you serious?
There's nothing wrong with what I have on.
It's a lot wrong with what you got on. Like, listen here.
Like you're tripping.
Listen, I don't care about you going out, but you need to cover up. Like, you're my wife. You should not be going outside dressed like this. Like, come on, we out of town. I know you want to kick it with your. What you mean? I'm not insecure. What are you talking about?
You go outside with a dang beater on all the time.
A beater compared to these little booty shorts? Are you serious?
What are you talking about?
Like, why are you going outside dressed like this though? That's embarrassing. You're my wife.
Like, it's just a slumber party, all girls.
No, come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that. Come on, you could have picked something else. Like, that's embarrassing.
So you don't trust me now?
All girls now. You know what's
you don't trust me now. This is crazy.
No, come.
Maybe we should just
Where you think you
have a break or something? Like,
I bet. Especially how you dress. Maybe we should have a break. Cause come on, that's not appropriate while you're in a relationship.
When you go out.
I'm just saying, I would never come on, seriously, come on, for real,
Well, you be at the gym showing that print and everything.
But all I'm saying is, can you please, come on, that's embarrassing. You're my fucking wife.
I'm not going out no more. Okay.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. Yes, because come on, look what you're trying to go out wearing.
Let's just go to bed. We could just go to bed. We could go to bed. Okay, we could go to bed. I don't care anymore. Like, have a break or something. Like,
I bet.
Well, I'll give you one thing. She did listen to her man. She ain't going nowhere. But go ahead, guys. We want to take this first. What you guys take?
And once he put that, I walked.
Go ahead, Rubly.
And she checked it after he said, "Well, we go ahead and have a break." Just like that. She's like, "Oh, you know what? You know what I mean?" This is why sexual liberation is the worst thing that happened to women. I mean, they've taken full advantage. Right now, they want to look like a hoe. They want to show off. They want to show to other men. They want that attention, right? And they want to look like the girls that they with, right? They're dressing like sluts. They want to dress like sluts. And these are married women. This is why it's just not good to get married in America, man, because America is a country that breeds, feminism. I can be yourself, self-love, right? Just be who you are. Just because I dress like this don't mean I'm that. But damn, you my wife? And you going out with your friends to the club with boot cheek showing? It doesn't look like you're making sacrifices for the betterment of our building.
No, but whose fault is that? Is it her fault or is it the husband's fault? Because he's the one that chose her. He could have vet better.
So no. See, and I'm glad you said that, Ronnie. I've been wanting to speak on this. Betting is mute. Betting is mute because a person can switch up anytime. They can be away for years. And one day wake up, have an epiphany and say, you know what? I like this. I want to do this. Even if when you were vetting her and going through the phase, she was the perfect woman. Most time, in 99.9% of all dudes who asked women to marry them, that woman passed the test to some degree. Right? So you can't say, oh, well, you should have vetted better when a person can change up on you in the middle of the journey. They can change their mind. In the beginning, they might not want to be dedicated to you. They might want to be representable for this relationship or this marriage. You know, I need to represent myself better. But I once again, back to my word earlier, temptation, right, is the greatest power that would take any man or woman down, and especially a woman. Because why? She is built on emotion. She deals with feelings a lot. So temptation is what America provides for a woman who has an ego and who thinks that I should be a wife. I should be doing this for my husband. Then here comes, all these celebrities. Here's all this glamorification on these Instagram models. Oh man, and they got 100,000 followers. Oh, she got 15 million followers. So other women get jealous of this, and then they start wanting to compete. So vetting is something we do to try to mitigate, our investment, to try to make the best for our investment into our future. But it does not guarantee that the person that you marry or go into long-term commitment with doesn't mean they're not going to change in the middle of the journey. And that's what we have to be clear about. It's a gamble. It's still a gamble whether you vet good or not.
But Willis, why do you think that will change, though? Why do you think that will change just like that?
Because over time, right, temptation. Listen, the greatest cancer to a relationship is outside interference. Right? So back in the days in the 70s, 60s and stuff, they didn't have all this stuff coming at these women. So, living a life, it was, okay, this is it. A woman's value was with her husband. Now that in 2024, the value is your body and your vagina, not no longer attached to your husband, is now attached to, what society values, which is your body and the vagina. Then now we're in a situation to where you're trying to keep your marriage together or your relationship together because you're trying to fight off the devil from your woman, trying to take your woman out here where she could do or be subject to, attack or, temptation. That's why he didn't want to dress her like that. Because, man, she go to the club, niggas gonna own her. So there's a chance of she might like somebody. So I'm gonna land this. What I'm saying is, right, vetting, courting, whatever y'all want to call it, you better hope and you better pray that your woman stick to the journey with you and dedicate to you. Because you can't, if she says one day wakes up and says, I want to feel young again, I want to go out and live the life that I feel I deserve, you're powerless against the temptations out here, plus the laws which protect her from you trying to, put her in check in a physical manner.
This is my issue. Okay, like we talk about this all the time. Like, man, as a man, we gotta be able to stand firm and kind of tell women what to do. Even though she's your grown woman, you can still tell her what to do. That's why I say you gotta have the power over. You got at least have the power over these women. You can't just have women doing anything they want to do. If you feel like you're a man and you don't like what she got on, you need to tell her firsthand, like, hey, you dating me, my girls can't be out here wearing booty shorts. It's not happening. And if you are that type of one that like to wear booty shorts, you can't be with me.
And this is why you
I think that's I'd rather remain single than have my woman out there disrespecting herself. No, yes, I'd rather remain single. Yes.
She's not disrespecting herself. She's living
walking out there like that. That is disrespect. That is disrespecting herself. Walking out there like that. What?
To the husband, right? I'll give you that. But it's not disrespectful to herself because she's acting out what she wants to do. That's not disrespectful to her, and nor is it.
But let's say, for example, if her husband not complimenting her on her body or in her looks. Sometimes women wear certain things to get compliment from another man because her husband not doing his job well. And that's a fact.
If he's providing for her the lifestyle of home, roof over her head, food on the table, right?
That
And
doesn't
he's
matter to a woman. That doesn't matter to a woman. Some women they want that validation.
Brutus, I gotta agree with Ronnie on that, because with my wife, she has a whole bunch of savage fancy in there, so I can know that she wears some stuff, lingerie stuff at certain times to make her feel good and to make her look beautiful.
I'm not saying.
And as a man, you're supposed to be able to keep game and pay attention to that. But go ahead, Rufus, like you saying. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But she's supposed to be a woman on the street and a hoe in the bedroom. That's just old saying. Now they're hoes in the bedroom and on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the reason why it's like that is because I'm telling you, the man is not doing something he's supposed to be doing.
Laws of the land, Ronnie Ron. Women are empowered by America. What are you talking about? She can say to you, I no longer want you to need me. And you're done. You're powerless. Now you can say, well, I'm going to lead you. I'm your husband. I'm your man. You can do all that talking, which is fine. You're supposed to stand up. But if she says, you know what? It's a wrap. What you going to do, Ronnie Ron? What you going to do? You can't put your hands on her. Right? That's a nice prison sentence. You can yell and try to argue with her. Right? That doesn't always solve that problem. Right?
I was just about to read that. Rahad said, when a woman cheat, a man are blamed and clowned. Yes, because the reason why the man is blamed and clowned because he's supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to be the one that will keep telling women what to do. I know there's a clip. I gotta find a clip. There's a clip where there's a woman. She even said I think she said on a Breakfast Club. I forgot the name of the lady. She said on a Breakfast Club, she's like, I want a man to tell me what to do. Don't just say it, but tell me what to do, and I'm gonna do it. But most men today are afraid to tell women what to do.
No, that's not. I don't think that's the problem. The problem is I don't think men are afraid of the woman itself, right? I just think men have understood that they know how to recognize if they're making a complaint, right? Look, I don't like you dressing like this. I don't want you to go out the house like this, right? And if that clip you just played, right? If she would open up that door and said, well, nigga, I'm going out with my friends anyway, because you see how her attitude was in the beginning. If she'd have walked out that door, it was nothing he could do but say, hey, it's over.
No, but look at no change of comment. He said, look, she leaves because he did not put his foot down. That's what I'm saying. Baby, as soon as you walk out that door, baby, as soon as you open up that door, let that door slam you on your way out. Don't come back in this room.
But now but listen, right? But he didn't make the claim. She made the claim. Well, maybe we need to take a break or something.
I was like, yes, we need to take a break.
He said, well, okay, I agree with you. That's when her feelings and emotions like, whoa, maybe she has some left for him. She's like, you know what? They're not worth him. It still came what's within her, though, right? That's my point. It came with what's within her. She's like, I'm not really to give it up. And I still love him. She was thinking of all this. I still love him. Let's just go to bed. Let's just go trip. And he did the right thing by, putting foot for say, hey, I don't like you. Where you going? Where you going? No. You need to change. Now, but if she would have took the other route, just saying, right? And just left out that door, only thing he can do is leave. But he can't, he you know what I mean? He ain't afraid of her. He ain't like, it's just the laws protect women's rights. And a woman has the right to explore her sexuality. So therefore, you're in a losing position dealing with the American ideology, right? You're fighting uphill battle because now you're trying to keep it traditional. She's trying to be non-traditional. And believe me, that's not the last argument they're going to have. It's going to come up again.
Go ahead, Ken. What's your thoughts on it? And then Johnny could go next. But go ahead.
So I'm gonna stand firm on this. A man cannot protect a woman he cannot control.
Facts.
When a woman is moving autonomous in a relationship, you're not in a relationship. So we as men, and I could be honest and say that at one point I have been pacified when it comes to relationship. And I say, hey, I gotta allow a woman to do what she wants, her body, her choice, and allow her to make majority of the decisions. When I notice on the flip side, she wants to be led. So this is what she wants to be led. So this point is this: you cannot allow a woman an inch if it messes with your values. As soon as you let her do this, she lose all respect for you, and there's nothing you can regain after that.
100 facts. I came facts all over the board,
But
and I
now,
think men fail to realize that. But go ahead, Rufus. What's your pushback? Go ahead.
but if she's corrupt within her own mind, then you're fighting a losing battle.
Yes, you are.
If they file for divorce, what you gonna do?
Definitely. This is why I know you don't like when you said that. You said vetting is minute. If you meet a woman, you can see certain sentiments of her before you want to take the leap. Let's say, for instance, if you go ahead,
you have to. Nobody's perfect.
You're right. You're right.
My thing is, Ruthless.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with that because I like to say, eventually, 6 months to a year or two, eventually she's gonna slip up. She can't be a chameleon all the damn time. She's gonna slip up soon, and you can figure out what she really.
I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying is this, right? How many times are you gonna find love? How many times are you gonna find it? Because 6 months, a year, a lot can happen, right? Yeah, you're vetting, you're courting, but then you catch feelings, right? And then you get attached. Then you say, "Damn, this is it. I'm with her no matter what." That's a whole different situation. We're speaking on a premonition like everything's black and white, but understanding feelings and emotions can take over the thought of logic, even in a man. We see a lot of great kings go down because of a woman.
I don't know. I don't know. But to me, I can't take on it. I can't say a woman like a man that can control her.
No Diddy, right? So Diddy got out above her, he beat that woman, had her in check. What happened? She filed on him, and now what? Now what? Yeah, his empire's falling, crumbling. And who's taking him down? Me Too. The Me Too movement. Get it in there. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? She can Me Too you.
But here's the thing.
That's a.
But then, to me, do you have to put your hands on a woman? You don't need to put your hands on a woman. Your words is good enough. But go ahead, Kane. What you were saying? Go ahead.
No, you're right. I said Diddy's an isolated situation. He wasn't out here trying to keep it at 102. He didn't really do what boss is supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct. You're supposed to show her like, look, you're not following my program. You are disposable. I can get someone else that's willing to follow my program. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna put my hands on you. You're just not the one for me.
I understand what you're saying. I hear your sentiments, Ronnie. I'm not taking from that, right? But you're missing one pivotal factor. You never know who you're gonna fall in love with.
That is true. That's true. That's true.
You know, I'm not trying to say that we all have that same mindset after high school. You know, ain't no woman gonna play me. I'm not Nick. But then, you know, you find that one. It's always that one, Ronnie, bro. And she, hey, and all your homies tell you, what the hell are you doing, Ronnie, wrong? What are you with her for? Man, I ain't trying to hear that. I love her. That's my woman. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my what? Right? Right? You've been in that position before.
Yes, of course, I have.
Because once the feelings get involved and admiration get involved, then it changes the outcome, right? The logic to think, well, you get on my nerves, I see a red flag, and I'm leaving you. Technicality flag on the play. That changes.
One thing I realized when it comes to the aspect of a woman when she really in love with this man, she would do whatever it takes to please this man, and she would sacrifice a lot for this man. Now, the guy that married, the guy in that clip, the one he married, even though she stayed, cool. But at the end of the day, I don't think she truly respect him anyway. Because she could have said, like, you know what, baby, you're right. Let me go ahead and change it. She was very combative. She was fighting him, finding any excuse in the book why she had to put on that outfit. That's the difference. And I think men got to know the difference between when a woman is actually loves you or a woman that's actually in love with you. When a woman actually in love with you, she would literally do whatever you tell her to do. And that's a fact.
Well, let's say this, Ronnie, wrong. But look what he had to go through to get to her. Right? He should have been, hey baby, you're not wearing that. Go put something else on. Okay, dear. Right? That should have been how it went. But no, she had pushback. She put up an argument to why she should go out like this. She's like, what? So she's already flexing her power and her leverage. Even though she said, you know what, I'm cool with this, but she did what I fucking want to do. And the only thing you can do is walk away. Now, you can only hope that her emotions and feel strong for you, that she's like, no, I don't want to lose him. And that was the only power you can hope to have within her. You know what I'm saying? That she really is invested in the relationship. Then you have a chance for that to, okay, you know what? I'm cool with that. But on the grand scheme of things, if she promotes self-love within herself more and she hangs out and her friends will tell her, why you didn't come to the party last night? Why you didn't show up? Oh, my man was tripping. Girl, I don't know why he tripping. We do what we want to do. So this is going to come back up again. They're going to be in her ear. What? You missed it. Oh, such and such showed up. What? Yeah, oh, man, we had a great time. Boom, we turned up. And now she's going to go back home. Damn. This nigga. So.
See, that's why I got an issue. That's why I got an issue with. That's why married women shouldn't be friends with women that's single. That's always going to compliment.
Even married women and married women do the same shit. I'm telling you.
Well, I don't know. I never was married, so I can't really. Only Jordan can answer that question. I don't know. I can't.
What question? What's the question?
No, like married women and they friends, even though they married, they still be talking crazy crap. I don't know. You probably heard.
Yeah, it's usually like that. My wife, she's not like that. Thank God she's not like that. But yeah, sometimes it's usually like that.
But this is why we have to try to avoid confrontation as much as we can. You know what I mean? And I agree with you, Ronnie, to your point you made the last show about arguing with a woman. You know what I'm saying? We as men have to avoid this, at least as much as we can, avoid that point of confrontation with our wives and women, because it only, even though we might resolve it, even though we might get through it, but it creates a sort of disdain or a stain on the relationship that kind of hangs over, you know what I mean? And then it creates different things in the back of each one of y'all mind.
I'm saying, conversate with the woman. But go ahead, Jordan, moving forward. Time is against us. Go ahead.
All right, moving forward. We're going to talk about this one viral. Oprah and Gayle. After 50 plus year of friendship, there has been gay rumors about them, they've been together for so long, for years, all the way up to the late 80s. But they finally sat down and to discuss the rumors about, why, it's completely false. But they went into depths about, the rumors, and they really shut it down. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we're going to chop it up.
Friendship. How have you navigated keeping who you are and being a public figure? Is this hard for you or easy?
No, I'm just trying to think how we navigated.
I was going to say, what if we not shared?
Okay,
so you feel comfortable just sharing everything?
Pretty much everything, and I would have to say it wasn't even a matter of navigation.
Yes.
For years people used to say we were gay or that we were, but and listen, we were up against that for forever. No, and people still say that.
And I used to say to Oprah, you got to do a show on this because it's hard enough for me to get a date on Saturday night with people thinking we're gay.
Yeah.
Because if we were gay, we would tell you.
Because one of the things I started to think was maybe people aren't accustomed to seeing women with this kind of truth bond, meaning the reason why I think our friendship has worked is because Gayle is happier, not happy, but happier for me, for any kind of success or victory or challenge I get through, than I am for myself.
To this friendship, how have you navigated keeping who you are and
But so there you go, man. They kind of debunking the rumors. Like I said, they've been friends for over 50 plus years now. But go ahead, K-Man. What's your take?
It's crazy because I've never heard those rumors.
Facts, me either.
Yeah,
I
I've
never
never
heard
heard
of it.
them.
Yeah,
I heard
me
them.
either.
It's been rumored. I've been here. I heard them. This was like back in the early 2000s.
So I really don't think. I think everybody has a certain kind of level of friendship that we all just. I don't even know what's. I don't even see no issue with it. But you know what I mean. They're friends. I think people just need to mind their business sometimes. Yeah.
Personally, for me, I think there's some gay rumors because we never saw Gayle King like with a man, for what 30, 40 years now, and also Oprah, I don't know if she's still dating Stedman. They've been together for a long time. We don't know if Stedman is still there and everything, but you see Oprah with Gayle King more than you would see Oprah with Stedman, and also with Gayle King, you never see Gayle King with a man. So that's why the rumors are just sparking and everything. The thing is, it's like that type of friendship that's very, very close friend. They share everything, and for some people they thought they had some type of relationship, that goes beyond being friendship. But yeah, personally for me, I didn't think they were gay or anything. But this is how close they was, and this is how Oprah is technically with Stedman, which we don't see him with Stedman, and also with Gayle King doesn't have never seen him with a man. So that's why the rumors with Sterling.
See, Rufus, this is a prime example. I don't know, Rufus, are you looking at the comment? This is a prime example of what I talk about. There's some women that they just want man to like really get turned up. Cause I can't know, and Jordan know I would easily get turned up on this female in the comment, but I'm not gonna do it because mind you, we being very respectful.
It's not a female.
Oh, not a female?
No. It's on your side. It's on your channel. It's not on mine.
It's yours. I believe it because I like trolls. I like trolls a lot. I like them. They made that why I ain't know it was. I thought it was on your side. I ain't know it was on my side. But that was a prime example how I came and joined. Like you see, like people will come in and we being very respectful. And knowing me, we come from a sector where we go in, and I ain't been trying to go in.
This is not the first time. He has been watching us for a long time now. I want to say that.
No, I love them. I don't want them to go because I can't bring it out. Watch hours up. So don't look how can you smile it. Don't let them go. Leave them in there. I like haters, man. I love haters. But shout out to Stephanie Walker's also in the building. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Hope all is well. No, but at the same time, when it comes to Oprah and Gayle, I didn't know nothing about the rumor. I can't really speak on it. But that is true. But Jordan, I want to tell you, even though you never seen Gayle with a man, a lot of these women like to keep their man as secret. They don't want anybody in their business.
What woman is this?
They be having 5 to 6 men that you don't even know about.
Gayle King.
Gayle King.
Let me get up in
Go
here.
ahead. Go ahead. Get in there.
First and foremost, Oprah is a leader of the detriment of black men. That's number one, right? So she has been rumored to be, a woman lover for many moons, right? She's never come out and emphatically said, this is my husband and we're married. Now, Hillary Clinton, represented Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Michelle Obama represented Barack Obama. I don't know what you're talking about, right? So I don't want to say is, right? Oprah is the devil, right? She's a part of a very powerful clique, right? Who she caters to. And once again, at the detriment of black men, her and Ricky Lake and all of them, right? All them years. Celie, right? She is the pioneer of feminism, right? So her being with women would be ultimate, right? Because she does not ultimately she doesn't really like men that much.
But she's still with Stedman. But no, I disagree because she's still with Stedman.
Stedman's just a photo boy, right? He's just there just to keep the media up off of her. But where your man here? Just stand there, Stedman. Here's Stedman, right? She never came out and just said, this is my husband and I love him. He's just there. She's answering all the questions. He's just there waving. He live in probably the pool house.
Well, that was a good life. I live in the pool house. You with Oprah Winfrey. I don't mind living in the pool house. Shout out to Josh for being in the building. What's going on, Josh? What's going on, Josh? Great to see you, big dog. Josh is another one who goes around supporting other people's platform, man. We really do greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
But no, they say, what's the icon? On Fresh Sound, say, what is the icon next to Ken Dog's name? LOL. That's the KI Culture Radio. That's when you become a member. It's on the bottom. It's on the bottom where you see the money sign. Click on it, and it asks you if you want to become a member or not.
Yep.
I have a membership already. I'm already I have a membership. Go have a membership. I think Sophia Grace have a membership, and some other people I'm not sure have a membership already. Yeah, and also Hakeem, Jordan, and also myself, and also Chaos. We also have our own personal emoji as well. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Killer Swear also in the building. But go ahead, Jordan. Moving forward. I know we only got 10 minutes left of the show, but go ahead.
All right. We're gonna talk 1 second to the list. Soulja Boy. He wanna go viral. He needs to go viral. So apparently Big Simone, she was on a podcast and she was talking about, she went somewhere and and I don't know if it's like from a movie scene where everything, a movie or whatever, but she want to play some music in the background. And she said, hey, let me play some gospel music, whatever. And all of a sudden she said, you know what, let's play some gospel that says the Soulja Boy. She said, I can't really think about people going in the back and playing Soulja Boy, whatever. And also gave an announcement about him being a hip hop legend. But Soulja Boy took it the wrong way and started going off of B. Simone, which is nuts, which he likes to do. So I do have to. He's cussing, but this is clean. I do have to clean one. This is clean. It bleeds out the cussing. So I can't start with the B. Simone her take, and after that start with Soulja Boy. I think B. Simone, she's the third or fourth slot, and after that play Soulja Boy slot.
We walked in, they were like, what music do you want to listen to? Drake. I was like, do you have a gospel playlist? Like a turn up gospel playlist? She's like, no. I was like, okay, cool. I plugged up my phone. Let's just play this. Everybody was happy. Nobody said, why are we listening to this? Man put on Soulja Boy. I don't think anybody is ever saying put on Soulja Boy. I don't know why I said that. I am sleepy weepy. Do you hear me? Not the cover shoot for a magazine. One time has anybody in the 34 years of my life ever said put on Soulja Boy? And he is a hip hop legend. I have to say that, but I have never said please put on Crank That. Put on Do That Batman. I have never said that. Why would I say that? But y'all, we gotta put some respect. One time, back on Soulja Boy name, he is a trendsetter. He is an innovator in the culture. He has been the first to do a lot of things. So I respect Soulja Boy. But me, I have never said put on Superman that back on Soulja Boy name. He is a trend.
It's like you would never have kids. You look stupid as I got more hair than you. I got more hair than you. What the beat Simone? Get your stupid out of here, you ugly. Got me no hair, talking crazy. I got more hair than you. Who the you? You not funny. How you turn the audio on, blood?
A gospel playlist? She's like, no. I was like, okay, cool. I plugged up my phone.
You ugly as
Everybody was happy. Nobody said, why
look
are we
at this
listening
ugly
to Soulja Boy? I don't think anybody is ever saying put on Soulja Boy.
And ain't nobody ever said put on B. Simone. Who is you? I have like it nowhere talk to no and they said let's go to a B. Simone comedy show. Let's listen to B. Simone tell jokes. Who the is B. Simone? The only way I ever heard is you was you saying Soulja Boy look good. I want to him. I want to suck him. I said no. You mad because I turned you down? Everybody want to fuck ugly ass? I'm not the baby. Didn't nowhere talk to no and they said let's go to a B. Simone comedy show.
The cover shoot for a magazine.
Yeah, she is right. Soulja Boy
let's
just
listen
losing
to
it.
B. Simone tell jokes.
Facts, urban noise.
So anybody would tell me what the hell's wrong with Soulja Boy? Why he's acting up like that?
Soulja Boy, remember he's on that substance. When he's on that substance and drinking, sometimes he's not in the right man. I don't think he heard the whole video in its entirety because he literally gave him his props. He said for her, she don't really listen to it, but he is considered one of the great people when it comes to hip hop. We already know Soulja Boy was the first one to go viral. He was the first one to master social media in the aspect of promoting, because he kept promoting himself over and over and over again. When it came to Facebook, when it came to MySpace, when it came to Twitter, this man was on the road. He mastered the internet. I would call him one of the first pioneers to understand how the internet game works, and not only that, but how you can market yourself very well to be that successful. He is the first, and that's why she kept saying, like, she gave him his prop. But she said for her, she just don't like his music, and I think he got upset. He was in his feelings, which makes no sense at all because she gave him his props. So, but that's what happened. Sometimes that substance, when you're on that substance, you don't see things clearly, and you just go off on the wrong reason. Go ahead, Akeem. You'll take.
I thought that was very disrespectful for her to say those things. I don't see what she said was wrong. It's true.
Wipe your mouth, Akeem.
That success right there, I just wiped off. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But what I was gonna say was this: like in my years, I've never heard nobody say put on a Soulja Boy song. That was for kids. Crank that, Superman that. You know, ain't no real ends out the streets was doing that. I ain't never seen no real stepper cranking that. My cousins,
that was the club song.
Man, I ain't never heard that in the club, and I've been to many strip clubs and good.
Not strip clubs, more in regular clubs.
For kids.
Oh, no, they're 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 at that time. At that time, when it came out, it was a hit. He made money off of it. That means people were listening to it, and it was a club banger.
He did make money, but that was for kids.
That was a club banger. No, they were grown adults.
No. Crank that.
Yeah, Hakeem, it wasn't a club banger. No, that was 30, 40. Even my granddad was doing crank that Soulja Boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
At 60.
That beat, people like to beat.
Which he produced. He produced that beat.
Yeah, so Soulja Boy is automatically a pillar.
A legend.
Right? So we ain't going to see that. So it just
you can't take that away.
Yeah, she was speaking like women feminism that, I never heard nobody play Soulja Boy because the way he says Superman that, right? So we all understand what she was implying.
Yeah.
Right? How could he say those things on an album about a goddess like me?
He needs to give a public apology.
Hell no.
Nah, but shout out to Christopher J. That's also in the building. Shout out to you, big dog.
Here you go, Akeem. Here Akeem go. He back stepping again. He in love again. B Simone is fine though. But
hey, I would marry B Simone.
And then that'll be a detriment of you. But I'm just saying.
Listen. I know. Listen. I know how to put her in check. I would marry B Simone.
No, you.
I would marry B Simone.
Your demands. Listen to your demands last night. She's definitely not doing. She's the one that was talking bad about Martin Luther King.
Her?
Yes. Remember, she the one came on and said, "Was Martin Luther King really a great man? But didn't he cheat on Coretta?" Right?
You sure that's not AI?
No, that's Simone.
I need to see.
Yeah, that would be some.
Yeah, her and the old girl. Yeah, go look at that.
That was her. That Martin Luther King cheating on his wife. That was her. That would be Simone, Hakeem. We covered that. That was her.
She was talking about a dead man.
I'm going to have to put her in check.
She bringing up the past or something. And that's the problem with women. They never know how to let go of the past. This man is dead. And she talking about, well, didn't he do this to his wife? And she forgave him. But B. Simone's sitting here promoting like, man, he really wasn't great. He really wasn't that. Come on now. And now you want to promote her because you want to marry her. This would be, go and get your passport together because you cannot figure out these American women, man. These women are savage.
Columbia, here I come.
Well, that not that, but with that being said, guys, it's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time, guys. Make sure on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, cause we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, special shout out to you already know Ruthless for joining us on this on the Freestyle Friday, for joining us on the panel. We really do greatly appreciate you, big dog. But not only that, but I also want to make an announcement. Remember, guys, we will not be going live next week. Hakeem will be going out of town. Finally, he's going on
Hey,
vacation. By him going on vacation, we all going on vacation. Yes.
you see
Where
the
you going,
suitcase?
Hakeem?
I'm going to Amber Cove, St. Thomas, Puerto Rico in 3
Rich
days on the
man.
sea. Yeah.
He gonna find
Rich
him a
man, you
wife.
see that, Ruthless?
He gonna look for him a
Hey,
wife. He gonna look for
hey,
him a wife. Come back, hey,
Boricua,
hey,
coquille.
bring one back, baby.
I will.
I want him
Listen,
Ruthless, I want him to bring back a baby. Bring
hey,
him back a baby.
we're gonna bring a couple of those back. Hey, listen, you see the suitcase in the back. You see the suitcase in
Yeah,
the
like he's ready to go. You see, he ready to go. Like Hakeem is out of here. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But so we will be gone for a week, guys. So you'll see us on the next following week. Hakeem's going on his vacation. So when Hakeem's on vacation, we all on vacation. So we'll be on a break. But however, we still will be able to drop content throughout the week. We're
yeah.
going to probably show one of our old videos what we did back in the day, so y'all can might see the old Jordan, the
Hey,
old me, the old Hakeem, and our long beginning. So be on the lookout for that. Also, guys, not only that, but like I said, special shout out for Ruthless Truth for joining us on the panel. Shout out to Urban Noise for also in the building and Fresh Sound. You guys are the greatest, man. Guys, make sure y'all go and subscribe to their channel as well. They be having some dope content when they do different varieties of artists in the Florida region. I be on their channel all the time. I be joking.
no, my bags are not packed.
Your bag is not packed. I can't. You about to get ready to leave. And your bag is not packed.
That shit empty. You know I'm a last minute pack. I had to get me some Jersey Mikes first, so I
Oh
could
my
get
gosh.
motivation. But
Go ahead.
I want to
Oh
comment
my.
to Killer Swag. Yes, I can handle B. Simone. It is the Boston in me. That Golden Geneva, Tonawanda, Mount Ida in me. That Chelsea going on the blue line in me. B. Simone would be a happy, submissive wife under my tenure.
Flip it. Because if you give her, you'll be the submissive one.
Hell
Shout out to Why. Shout out to Why.
On demand sex. She gonna look at you like, what?
Nigga, I gotta tap that ass every day, and while she's writing her books.
Oh my God! Shout out to White High, that's also in the building. Shout out to Christopher J, that's also in the building. Thank you for coming by. Shout out to Killer Swag. Thank you so much, brother, for coming by. King Dog, the mom father. Thank you so much for coming by, big dog, each and every time. Shout out to Aston Williams, the creator of the Shiesty Avenger. I think he will be going live right after us, which is at 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. So guys, go over there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's get his subscribership over there to like 1K.
1K.
So 1K is his goal. That man been working hard. He was late, bro. He did a 10-hour live stream yesterday, man. I'm proud of him. He's doing his thing, man. He's dropping dope content. Keep up the great work, my brother. With you and your lovely co-host Mimi. Y'all over there doing your thing. Shout out to Josh, who also come and love, always showing support to everybody panel. Shout out to you, big dog. He always come and show love and show support. Shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan, and also the lovely Sherry Bryan. Thank you guys so much for always coming by and showing us love and support. We really do greatly appreciate it. And now that we're still praying for your son, Sky, that he have a full recovery in his operation, that everything goes well. Shout out to No Chaser, that's also in the building. Go ahead, can you say something?
I said, I love my stepson.
Shout out to shout out to Mr. Muhammad, and happy birthday again, Mr. Muhammad. Make sure you go ahead, enjoy yourself, be safe. Don't be out there causing trouble. Be safe out there. Shout out to Tracy Allen, a new subscriber who actually came and subscribed to the channel. We really do greatly appreciate you. Shout out to D, who also was in the building. Shout out to Mike over there in the kick world, who always pretty much always holding us down over there. Shout out to you, big dog. Shout out to those that also watching us on kick as well, guys. Make sure y'all follow. Shout out to Joe Don't Hurt Him, who also was in the building. Jabbar was also in the building. Jabbar, man, another one. He always be watching. He be watching chaos at work. I be like, yo, but I keep crazy, but me and Jordan is crazy. Shout out to Jamal holding down. Shout out to Jalen as well, the lovely Jalen, for always coming through, showing us love and support. We really do greatly appreciate it. Not only that, but shout out to all of those that also come back and watch the playback. We really do greatly appreciate it, guys. Like Jordan stated before, make sure y'all become a member because the live stream, when we go live, will now be on members only. So we'll leave it for a couple of days, but starting next week, all the live will be on members only. So guys, make sure y'all become a member if y'all really like the live streams and come back and support the channel. Of course, we normally do our clips of the episode, so the clips will still be there of the main topics. But through it all, the live topic itself will be on members only. So guys, so if you guys want to review it, anything like that, just become a member. It helps support the platform, like Jordan stated earlier in the show. Not that, guys, also very important, go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the community tab is the KL Culture Radio t-shirt. I like that shirt, Jordan, in purple. Nice.
Nice color, nice color.
Hakeem, you got it in pink for the women? Some women like pink.
I got a check.
Yeah, if not, just create one pink for the women. Because, women like pink. Pink and purple. That's actually, they like that. They like that. You already know we have it in red because I got the red, white, and black. So, and gray. So shout out to that. Now you got the KL Culture Radio hats that's me and Jordan has on, and Hakeem, the KL Culture Radio coffee mug, and also Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. Come over here, support the platform. We really do greatly appreciate it. Now you got, but special shout out to Just Hear Me Out as well. Another person that come and support, and also Nightish too, that come and support also, and the lovely Sophia Grace. She's not here today, but I know it's her birthday weekend, so I know she's going over there doing thing. But guys, this is a reminder. Remember, we will not be going live next week. So I know y'all gonna be missing us, but we still gonna drop content for you guys. Can still go ahead and not miss us too much. But like always, guys, see you the next following week. Thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio.